Hello friends, welcome to the week 7 summary of non-conventional energy resources. So we are starting with solar photocatalysis. So in the process of photocatalysis, there is an electrode with access to water and there is an electrode with access to water on the both sides, and in between there is electrolyte and H2O water. So by this photocatalysis process we can separate the hydrogen from water. Now what is photochemical? Photochemical. Light is directly used to enable the reaction, and photoelectrochemical reaction that involves the flow of current in an external circuit. So what are the limitations of photocatalysis? Only UV part of a spectrum utilized, electron hole recombination and reverse reaction is easy, and water approaches band gap tuning, adding sacrificial agent, reduce particle size, presence of co-catalyst. So photocatalysis process are following conclusions that photocatalysis can enable direct production of hydrogen from water, matching the band gaps of material to voltage window needed for splitting of water. Separation of generated hydrogen and oxygen has to be enabled effectively. And then the next topic is wind energy. What's the overview of wind energy? So historical usage of windmills, that is for grinding grains, pumping water, generating electricity. Water requirements for wind power, that is at least 60 km per hour winds, low likelihood of worst of winds, and access to transmission capacity. Now in this graph, the installed capacity in 2015 is given all over the world, with China at the top position with 34%, USA 18%, and India only 6% utilizes the wind energy, and total 5,50,000 megawatt as of 2017. And installed capacity in India, with Tamil Nadu at the top position with 27%, Gujarat 15%, Rajasthan 15%, Maharashtra 17%, Karnataka 11%, Madhya Pradesh 88%, Telangana 0%, Andhra Pradesh 7%. So Muppandal wind farm near Kanyakumari, 1500 megawatt, largest in India. Muppandal wind farm near Kanyakumari, 1500 megawatt, is the largest in India, hilly region where sea winds go through mountain passes. So total energy production, that is 32,000 megawatt as of 2016. Now this graph shows the variation between capacity in megawatt in comparison to the year, that in 2016 it is 30,000 megawatt. Now what are the types of windmills? Horizontal axis wind turbines. Tall towers enable accessing stronger winds. Blades capture wind energy throughout rotation. Strong and huge towers required complexity during construction, needed to be turned to face the wind. This is the important factor of this type of windmills, and the figure is shown here. Now the another type is of vertical axis wind turbine. Generates power independent of wind direction, low cost. Low cost, strong tower not needed since generator is on the ground. Low efficiency, may need buyers to support more turbulent flow near ground. Picture is shown here. Now we have to see the power generation. That's a large wind turbine 2-3 megawatt per year at 25% capacity factor. It will generate 2 into 10 to the power 6 into 0.25 into 3600 into 24 into 365 equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power 13 joule. Therefore 500 exajoules will require equal to 31 into 10 to the power 6, that is 31 million wind turbines will be needed to satisfy the energy need of the world per year. Now the space requirement, rule of thumb is 7 times diameter of wind, approximately 500 meter from other turbines. Each 2 megawatt turbines need approximately 0.5 square kilometers. Therefore 15.5 million square kilometer needed to power the world. 15.5 million square kilometer needed to power the world. This thing you have to remember, and 1.5 times size of China or USA. So area required is very much. Now what are the conclusions? That considerable interest in tapping wind energy both internationally as well as in India. Geographical locations play an important role in planning windmills installations. Various designs of windmills considered historically. Now I am going to speak some important key points which you have to remember. That the photoelectrochemical reaction involves the flow of electron in an external circuit. And a necessary condition for single material to serve as a photocatalyst for splitting of water is that its band gap should be greater than the potential window corresponding to electrolysis of water. And during photocatalysis to split water, hydrogen and oxygen are formed in the same chamber. And band gap of semiconducting materials can be changed by changing their particle sizes. Harnessing wind energy is an indirect way of harnessing solar energy, and windmills can cause sound pollution locally. Horizontal axis wind turbines capture energy throughout the process of rotation of turbine. Vertical axis wind turbines do not need to be oriented with respect to wind direction. These two important factors you have to remember. And power available in the wind increases as the cube of velocity of the wind. So thank you very much for the week 7 summary. See you in week 8.